Today we are going to start with magnetism. So our focus is going to be on understanding the kind of forces that are exerted on charges when they move in a magnetic field. So that is going to be the main focus. So let us look at the kind of things that we will see in magnetism, because there are a couple of chapters that you have on magnetism. The first thing is force on a charge, on a moving charge. So this is going to be the first thing that we are going to look at. The second thing that we are going to look at is force on a wire, a current carrying wire. So I'll write this as force on a wire. But this wire must be carrying current. So there are these two things that we will be looking at possibly today. And what we won't look at today, but we will be studying next class and so on, will be what is the magnetic field caused by a charge. Okay, so basically these are the three different things that we will have to study. One is what kind of field is caused by a magnetic charge. Then what happens when a charge is moving in a magnetic field. So we will divide the problem up into two big pieces. The first piece is that a moving charge causes a magnetic field. Okay, so when a charge is moving, let's say this is Q and this charge is moving with some velocity V, it creates around it a magnetic field. So that is the first thing that we need to understand. Today we are not going to focus on this part. Let us assume that there is a magnetic field that is already created. This is a reasonably complicated thing to study. That is something that we will do later. So whenever a charge is moving, it obviously creates an electrostatic field. That is something that you already learned. In addition, it also creates a magnetic field. So there is an E field, we say, and a B field. So both fields are created by charges. E field is created when a charge is present. So it's just static, you will get E field. If it is moving, you will get E field. In addition, if it is moving, you will also get a B field, a magnetic field. So far, are you able to see what I have written on the board, and is that clear? If it's clear, can you just lift your hands? Okay, great. So let's continue. So if I have a charge that is moving, it creates a magnetic field. Now that is not what we are going to study. We are not going to study how the magnetic field is created. We are going to study if a charge is in a magnetic field, what happens to it. Okay, so we are going to mainly focus on first the force on a charge when it is moving in a magnetic field. Okay, let us concentrate on this. Probably after that we will look at whether we have time. We can go to force on a wire, that is force on a current carrying conductor. So two different pieces. So I am going to first focus on just this part. Okay, so let me erase this so that I have some space. So first let's assume that there is a magnetic field in this place. So I'm going to, usually we use an arrow with a cross. So this cross represents the back side of an arrow. So imagine that you have an arrow and the back end of the arrow is what you are seeing here. Because this is how I'm shooting. So now the arrow is pointing into the board, and so this is the back end. If the arrow is pointing towards you, that means it's coming from the board out. Then we will write it down like this, because you're able to see the arrow head. So this is the arrow head. So right now let us say that the arrow is going into the board. So I will use this cross mark to say that it's actually going into the board. So I have a lot of such arrows. Effectively there is a B field. We say that there is a magnetic field. And usually we use the letter B to talk about the magnetic field. So the magnetic field is going into the board. Okay. Now let us say that this whole area is filled with this magnetic field. Now there is a small charge, let us say Q, which is going into this magnetic field. So obviously it goes in with a velocity. So let us say its velocity is v. Then as it enters this magnetic field, what happens is it feels a force. Now how much is this force? This is the magnetic force. I'll just write the formula down. There is nothing that we know so far that tells us that this must be the formula. This is a new formula. This basically by experiments, this is the effective force on a magnetic field, on a point charge in a magnetic field. So the formula for the force is Q V cross B. So this is two vector cross products. Now let us understand this. V cross B basically means if I have, let's say, velocity V and I have a magnetic field, let's say like this. In this case, it's a different magnetic field. I'm just saying, suppose it was like this. Then this V is turning from V to B. So you're doing this. You have to go from V to B. And if I turn like this, suppose this was V and this is B, then I'm going to say V cross B points inside. So that means that will be inwards. Okay. So what I would like you to do is to just try this thing out. This is called the right hand screw rule and it's a very useful thing. So imagine there is something pointing upwards and there is something pointing to your right. Okay. And so if I do this, so just use your hands and do this. It's like one Bharatanatyam dance. You can try it out. So if I do this, it goes forward. And if I do this, I come back. It is like opening a bottle cap. So you can try any cap. If you have a pen cap, etc. also, if you open, you will see the same thing. Just practice this once because you're going to face this a lot. So cross product is if I go from one point to the other. So I'm going from the top to the right. So if I do this, then I go forward. And if I come backwards, that is from right to top, if I go that, then I come back. Okay? Can everybody please try this out? Remember what you are doing is you are turning. As you are turning, you are moving also. So you are turning like this and you are moving like that. Then you are turning back and you are moving backwards. So it is like how you open. Imagine how you open a tap. So suppose I was to close a tap. You usually close a tap like this. Don't you? And if you close a tap like this, it goes in. So you say I close a tap like that. And I'm opening a tap like this. Same motion. Okay. So this is called the right hand screw rule and that's going to be very important and useful. You will see this again and again and again. So please try it out a few times and make sure you understand this from any place to any place. Suppose the vector was like this pointing that way. I'm going to say I'm going from here to there. So my right hand screw rule will say this. So if I use my right hand and I move it like this, then that means I will be moving forward like that towards the board. Okay. So now let us understand what this force is going to be. Obviously this force is a vector. This velocity is going in and the magnetic field is pointing that way. So in this case, the velocity is this way and the magnetic field is that way, right? The magnetic field is going in. So from the velocity to the magnetic field, V cross B. That means from the velocity to the magnetic field, you have to move your hand, use your right hand, velocity to magnetic field. Come on, try it out and tell me what is going to happen. Does it go up or down? What do you see? Right? V cross B, it goes this way and so therefore you must do that. If it was coming back from this to this, it would have gone down, but right now you're going from V to B. V to B is going up. So that means as this charge goes inside this field, it will feel a force upwards. And its value would be QVB. Is that clear? Okay. So as this charge is entering, it feels a force upward. So now let us actually use this in a couple of situations. And let's see what actually happens when we use this in a problem. Okay. So let me just give you a couple of simple questions. I would like you to try out 2 questions and then tell me the answers to this. Let us see what happens. Okay. So first question, I have a charge Q that is moving in with a velocity V. Let us say velocity V magnitude is 10 meters per second and it is moving in this direction. That is basically moving towards the right. Let us write this down as I direction, I cap direction. The upward direction is J cap direction. And that means if it is coming out of the board, what is I cross J? You know it is K, but can somebody tell me what is the direction? Is it going to come out or is it going to go in? Try I cross J. So obviously it is coming out, right? So that means this is the direction in which the K should be. So I will draw it like this and say this is K. That is the K vector. Okay. So now let us say that this velocity 10 meters per second is going this way. And there is a magnetic field that is pointing upwards. Let us say that is equal to value 15 Tesla. Okay. Can you see this? The magnetic field is pointing upwards. The velocity is like this. As soon as it goes into the magnetic field, can you find out what is the value of the force on the charge? So can you try this first? I want both direction as well as magnitude. Magnitude will be in terms of Q. 150 Q. What direction? K. Okay. So one way of doing this would be to say V is 10 I cap because it's in that direction, cross B which is 15 Tesla, but 15 is in the J cap direction. So I can say Q into V, well this is not just a dot, it's not a cross product. So the force is QVB, I can write it down like a formula and then I can say this answer must be 150 Q I cross J. And we just saw that I cross J that way is going to be K. So yes, you are right. The answer is 150 Q K cap. Okay. Now, we could have also written velocity is like this, magnetic field is like this. So V cross B, you're going from V to B. It basically means it is pointing outwards. That is from the board it is coming out. Therefore, the answer must be K. That should be the direction. Of course, the magnitude you know is 150 Q. Okay, let us try one more question. Everybody is clear about this? See, if you are clear, you can just lift your hand so I'll know. Okay, good. So, that's clear. So, now let us look at the next question. So, let us do another question. Now, this is a reasonably again straightforward question. I have a charge, let us say 1 coulomb charge moving with a velocity of 5 meters per second in the I direction. Here I have a magnetic field and the magnetic field has 2 different directions. That basically it's a vector magnetic field. I am giving you its components. One component is like this. The second component of the magnetic field is like that. Now this component is 15 Tesla and this component is 8 Tesla. Okay. So magnetic field is actually pointing somewhere like that because it's 15 plus 8 will go that way. I have just resolved it and given it to you. So this is the net B field. So the B is this and that. Now this charge is entering, the charge is 1 coulomb. What I would like you to calculate is the force on this charge. As soon as it enters this magnetic field, what would be the force on this charge? Can somebody quickly try it? If you have finished, can you raise your hand? You can tell us the answer. Yeah, can we have the speaker? Sorry, what is the answer? Like 40 K cap. Very good, excellent. So it is 40 K cap. Actually, V cross B has two elements. One element, this one. But if you looked at this, this is basically pointing in the same direction as that. What is I cross I? I cross I is 0. Because it's the same direction, right? So, this cross this. So when I do V cross B, if V and B are in the same direction, this is going to be 0 for this magnetic field. On the other hand, V cross B for this magnetic field is going to be 5 times 8. They are anyway perpendicular. So that means this is 40. Now the direction, V is like this, B is like that. So V cross B from V to B is going to point outwards. Okay. So therefore the answer is 40K. Very good. Yeah, great. Thanks a lot for organizing it.